everyone, it's Rhonda here from Nelson Soapery. Let's get into a video all about photography and how you can actually take those gorgeous lifestyle photos that you really need to sell your products, because let's be honest, these are what sell the products more than just a standard picture of its own. So here is my lounge room, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use my house as a bit of a backdrop. So here I have my mantelpiece here, so just pop in a few, decanters or something that you can see that I've got here, along with my little candle. If you sell candles or bath products, I'm going to show you through here how I actually do it. So like I said, we're going to start with our basic lounge. Of course, we are going to fix this lounge up, and I thought I would just show you a basic, background of what the lounge looks like before we start to make it gorgeous. And you may think it's just a couch. How am I going to put a photo on that? But, let's just set the scene. It's so important. So you can see my kids have been on the couch. They've left the cushions everywhere. So let's neaten this up, and then we'll get to the stage of creating the backdrop. So here is just a few photos that I thought I would just squeeze in to show you. So now this is also my hall table here, and on the hall table we are going to just take away all the little things that are usually on here, which is a picture of me and my dad, and of course normal things that you would have on your hall table. And we're just going to remove these off here, and like I said, start, and then we will go back to the lounge and I'll show you some props in there, but I thought I'd just give you a few ideas before we start. So let's pop the tripod down like we've done, and I'm just going to remove all of these little things from here. And it's Easter, so of course we're going to do a bit of an Easter one, and you can create other products. So you can sort of put, Easter eggs if it's Easter, or a picture of a Santa Claus or something in the background to start with, and then make that a bit of your scene, because we want the scene to relate to whatever you're trying to sell and that time of year. So here you can see I've just got a little fun Easter basket, and then I'm just going to put my little pictures of my soap, my little bits of soap, and you can have a wine bottle or whatever you want to pop in the background, and then there is your shot. Take your photo. You've got a lifestyle picture already. So now let's go back to the lounge, and I'll show you what I was talking about here. So like I said, we've got a few nice things here that we can use. You might have a pot plant, a vase, something like that. So just do what I'm doing here. Wipe down your surface and make sure it's nice and crisp and clean. And then you can show what you can do. And the thing with this that's good is people want to see, what am I going to do with your product if I buy it? So this is giving them an idea of how they can put it on their mantelpiece, a coffee table, maybe their bedside table, all of those extra things. So once again, we have a little coffee table here. This coffee table is nothing special. It's just from a department store, really cheap one. But like I said, we can change everything, take away everything off it. And I've put down the tripod, take away my husband's water bottle and a few extra bits that we really don't need on there. And now let's just decorate it to make it look nice. So once again, we're going to wipe down the table, because that is super important, because you don't want any specks of rubbish in the back of your picture, because you'll be amazed how many people pick up on that and will say, oh, that was messy in the background or something. Even though you're not selling that, people just pick up those things. In my background, I have done a lot of merchandising, and I am an interior designer by trade, so that's why I have a little bit of an insight on the background. So now you can see here, we just have a vase, we've got our decanter here, a little candle. You can move it to whatever candle or whatever products that you really want to sell in the background. And try not to have too many. 2 or 3 products is more than enough. And then we're going to just add a few little extras on here. We want to show them that they can buy this as a package. So if you have a package deal, put your package deal together and just show how cute this is going to look in the background. So I'm sure you can see that would be a really sweet photo. You could add some greenery or anything like that in, but try to remember that less is more, because you want your product to shine, not all the pretty bits behind it. So that's why I've left this quite neat. And you can see this look here with the couch in the background. It's a lifestyle skill, and people could see, oh, I can make my table look absolutely beautiful. And that's exactly why they would buy your product. They might have a fancy thing on or something, and they would go, that will look great in my house or mum's house or whatever. So you're really giving them the idea. So here I just have a box of just different products I sell. And like like I said, I thought we'll just pop it together in different scenarios just to show. So you can also do things like take pictures of, your your products in your lounge, in your kitchen. I do things like even in my stand mixer, I just put a couple things if they will mix in. So like I said, my kids are messy. They've been in here, not putting the cushions back. So we will neaten the cushions up. And sometimes I take a life skill picture of the whole lounge room. If you've got some nice furniture or something like that, it really does show people how gorgeous we can actually make all of our products look. And it's not just about that tiny little candle that you're going to hold or the bar of soap. It's about really putting it in that setting and just showing people how luxurious it can look in their home. So that's really what we're trying to do when we're talking about lifestyle skills. So like you can see, I'm moving my table to be in front of the sofa, so that way I can get a bit of a shot of the sofa in the background. And you may have noticed over the last week or two, I've added a couple of these pictures on my Instagram. So you can use them on your blogs, on your Instagram, you can use them on your YouTube channels, lives, reels. There's just so many things you can use them for, and it's 100% worth it. So here you go, you can see I fixed up all the cushions. It's looking much nicer, isn't it? And then you could do a reel with this. So you could literally zoom in onto that, that product and zoom around your lounge. And that can become a whole zoom of showing the luxury and the lifestyle of your product. So it's not just about the close up. It's also about creating a zone for it. If you have a nice kitchen, a nice hallway, your surrounding doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to be able to create it, to create a look that makes it perfect. And you can see in my home, it's a very 1940s look. So all of these products go really nicely with what I actually do. And I do believe that your products and what you do also does really come back to shine in your pictures. So now here is my bedside table next to my bed in my room, and once again I've just popped in a little bit of a shot, and I just decided to zoom in and put the candle in my shot and make it gorgeous. This is another part of my home just outside the hallway, and there's a really glamorous photo. As you can tell, I love black and white things. So I'm just going to neaten all of this up, and now let's just make a really cute area for these new diffusers that I've been making. So basically you can use anything. So this little jar, we just put our keys in it, but we're going to take some rubbish out of that, and then of course put our diffuser there. We could take a photo. It doesn't have to be a lot of products in one, and there you go, we've already had 4 or 5 shots in one little area. This is just a little side table here as well, just with some cream and some fake leaves. The same as this one, it is just my stand mixer, but it just sets the scene and shows what we're doing. This picture's inside my daughter's bedroom, and it's just on her side table. So I'm sure you can see what I mean. Now, if you're making candles, this is a really good shot just to show the products that you're using, how you make it, because people often want to buy it when they know you make it in small batches, you're making it at home, and all the love has gone into the product. So sometimes this can actually be a really big seller. So once again, I'm just going to put in a few things so they can see how I actually make it. Now, last, let's go into another bedroom into my home. This is one of my teenage daughter's rooms, and she is lucky enough to have this gorgeous old 1947 fireplace. So we're just going to move a few of her little plants and things aside, and then we're going to just set this up to make it look gorgeous. It's really good to try and keep your products in odd numbers, like 3s or 5s, because that can actually just make a scene look really good. So now I have this little cheap little shopping trolley. I use it all the time. And if you want to demonstrate, say, a bath bomb or something fun, you can just stick it inside the trolley and boom, that is a perfect picture. It's really Instagram worthy, isn't it, if we get nice and close, and you can take some of the background out, move things around and see what you think. But as you can see, it does look really, really great. You could put this on a postcard, your business cards, flyers, anything you like. So it is endless. So don't think you have to keep going out buying lots of things off the shops to make your photos look good. You don't. You may just have some things around the house, even some kids' toys that you can use a little basket or something to put in bath bombs and things like that. And I do a lot of these shots And honestly, a lot of people have found me because of my photos and my shots. Here is another basket in the room. You could use that. You could hang things out of that. You could sit it in the top. It doesn't have to be too fancy. And as I showed just before, here's another shot of how we're going to do this little side table in my daughter's room. Just pop in your little melts, if you had something like that, into a little container, and there you go. There is a shot nice and close, and this one has been on my social media, so I'm sure lots of you have actually seen it. Now, if you love this video, and I'm sure that you do, make sure you give me a massive thumbs up and check out lots of the businesses that support me over on Patreon. Their names and some of their businesses are listed at the end of my videos. Thanks everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.